Hello, my friend. Welcome back to the Daily English Podcast.
We're really happy you're here with us today.
Yes, thank you for joining. This is the place where you practice real English, the kind of English people actually use every day.
Today's topic is one we all know very well, social media. It's part of our daily life, and it even changes the way we speak.
So let's dive in. You know, the first thing I usually do in the morning is check my phone. Do you do that too?
I think almost everyone does. That's why today we're exploring social media because it's shaping the way we use English every single day.
Yes, and it's amazing. Even people who never studied English very deeply now know words like post, share, like, or follow. These words are everywhere.
Exactly. They used to be very simple, everyday words. Now they become part of global online vocabulary.
And what's fascinating is that many of these words started online, but we now use them in face-to-face conversations too.
Right. For example, imagine you're at dinner with friends. Someone tells a funny story, and another person might joke, "I'd like that post." They're using social media language outside the screen.
That's true, so let's take a closer look at some of these words. Step by step, we'll make them clear, easy, and useful for our listeners.
Let's begin with post.
Yes, post means something you publish on the internet. A synonym is publish, an antonym is hide. Example, she posted a photo on Instagram.
Now share. In the past, it meant giving something to someone, like sharing food. Now it also means spreading content online. A synonym is distribute, and an antonym is keep. Example, can you share this video with your friends?
Next is like. Before, it just meant you enjoy something. Now it's also a button you click. A synonym is enjoy, an antonym is dislike. Example, he liked my photo.
And follow. And used to mean walking behind someone, now it means subscribing to updates from a person or page. A synonym is subscribe. An antonym is unfollow. Example, I follow her channel for daily English tips.
See how powerful these words are? They show how language adapts to life. English is alive, and social media is one of the biggest forces changing it.
Yes, and the speed is incredible. A new app appears, and within months, millions of people are using new words.
Take selfie, for example. It wasn't common 15 years ago. Now even grandparents use it. A selfie means a photo you take of yourself. Synonym, self-portrait. Antonym, group photo.
And another one, hashtag. A hashtag is a word with the @ symbol used to group content. Example, hashtag learn English. Synonym, label.
Learners often pick up these words faster than traditional textbook vocabulary because they see them every day.
Yes, because social media is everywhere. You wake up, check your phone, scroll through updates, and the words enter your brain naturally.
That brings us to another useful one, scroll. Scroll means moving content up or down on a screen. Synonym is swipe. Antonym is stop. Example, she scrolled through her feed.
And feed means the stream of posts you see online. Synonym, timeline. Example, I saw your video on my feed.
The word message has shifted too. It used to mean a note or letter. Now most people think of direct messages or DMs on apps.
Yes, DM means direct message, a private text sent online. Synonym, private note. Antonym, public post.
The amazing part is how quickly these words spread. A slang phrase starts in one country and within days it's global.
That's because social media removes borders. Language now travels as fast as the internet connection.
Sometimes even grammar changes. People shorten sentences, drop subjects, or write without punctuation.
Yes, like writing you instead of you or LOL instead of laughing out loud.
LOL is a good one. It began as laugh out loud, but now it often just means a smile or light response, not real laughter.
Exactly. Example, I'll be late, LOL. The person isn't really laughing, but using LOL to soften the message.
That shows how social media changes tone as well. Words like LOL, OMG, BRB, or BTW are signals of attitude, not only meaning.
Right. OMG means oh my god, showing surprise. BRB means be right back. BTW means by the way.
And learners should pay attention because these appear everywhere, in comments, chats, and memes.
Ah, memes. A meme is a funny picture, video, or phrase that spreads quickly. Synonym, viral joke. Antonym, serious message.
Memes often use simple English but carry deep cultural meaning. They're like modern proverbs.
That's a good comparison. Proverbs used to spread by word of mouth. Now, memes spread by shares and retweets.
Retweet means sharing a tweet again on Twitter or X. Synonym, repost. Antonym, ignore.
And now even other platforms use repost. That's how one brand's word becomes everyone's vocabulary.
True, and it's not only about words. Social media also changes the way people practice English itself.
Yes, many learners write comments in English even if it's not perfect. That practice is free, natural, and daily.
And short comments like nice or so cool are a safe way to begin.
Then, later, learners can grow into longer sentences like, I love the way you explained this topic.
That's the beauty of social media English. Small steps, constant repetition, natural progress.
Exactly. And because posts are short, learners don't feel heavy pressure. One line of English every day is still progress.
It's like watering a plant. Small drops every day keep it alive and growing.
That's a nice image. And English grows the same way, post by post, message by message.
Let's do a quick practice together. I'll say a social media word and you make a sentence with it.
All right, let's play. Like,
I liked your video yesterday.
share,
Can you share this article with me?
scroll,
She scrolled through her phone before bed.
hashtag.
He added hashtag travel to his post.
Perfect. These little drills make the vocabulary active, not just passive.
Yes, and active use is the secret. Reading is good, but speaking or writing makes words stick.
That's why social media can actually be a teacher. Every like, share, or comment is a mini English lesson if you use it wisely.
And the best part? It's free. No textbooks required, just curiosity and practice.
You know, social media is fun, but it can also create little problems. Have you ever had a friend get upset because you didn't reply quickly to their message?
Oh yes, that happens. Sometimes people expect instant answers, but in real life, we're busy. That's why learning polite ways to handle these situations is so important.
Exactly. For example, if I see a message but can't reply right away, I might say later, I'm sorry I couldn't respond sooner. Thank you for waiting.
That's a good one. Short, polite, and respectful. It shows you care about the other person's time.
Another common problem is posting something that a friend doesn't like. Maybe you share a group photo and someone feels uncomfortable.
Yes, that happens often. A polite solution is, if you'd like, I can take the post down. That sentence gives the friend choice and it shows kindness.
Good point. Notice the phrase, if you like. It's softer than saying, I'll delete it. Softer language keeps relationships warm.
Here's another one. Sometimes people misunderstand jokes online. Without voice or face, a joke can look rude.
True. In that case, a polite way is, sorry, I didn't mean it that way. I was only joking. And maybe add a smile emoji to make the tone clear.
Emojis are like body language online. A laughing face or a heart can completely change the meaning of a message.
Yes, emojis add emotion to plain text. Without them, people may read messages more seriously than we intended.
Another mini problem is tagging. Some people don't like being tagged in posts without asking first.
A polite fix is simple. Oh, I tagged you because I thought you'd like it. Would you like me to remove it? Again, soft, respectful, and easy. I like how each solution starts with empathy. showing you understand the other person's feelings before offering a fix.
Exactly. That's the secret. Feelings first, solutions second.
Let's do a quick role play. Imagine you forgot to reply to my message yesterday. How would you handle it politely?
All right. I'm sorry I didn't reply yesterday. I was busy, but I appreciate your patience.
Perfect. Now imagine you posted a photo of me that I didn't like.
Thank you for telling me. If you'd like, I'll remove it right away.
Good. And if I thought your joke sounded rude?
Oh no, I didn't mean it like that. I was only joking. Please don't take it seriously.
That's it. 3 little problems, 3 polite solutions.
And the great part is, once learners know these polite lines, they can use them anywhere, online or offline.
Yes, because communication is not just about words. It's about keeping peace, building trust, and showing respect.
And social media is like a training ground for that. We practice empathy every time we type a message.
Exactly. Every post, every comment is a chance to practice English and practice kindness at the same time.
Another situation people face online is misunderstanding tone. A short message can sometimes sound cold or even rude when that's not the intention.
Yes, like when someone only writes, okay. The other person might think you're upset or don't care.
Exactly. A polite fix could be adding a little warmth. Instead of only okay, you could write, okay, thank you, or okay, sounds good. That extra word or emoji makes a big difference.
Smiles. And it costs nothing, just a few seconds, but it keeps friendships safe.
Another issue is late night messaging. Sometimes people send texts at midnight, not realizing the other person is asleep.
Yes, and the receiver might feel disturbed. A polite way to handle it later is, sorry if my message was late last night. I didn't mean to bother you.
That sentence shows awareness. Even if the person wasn't upset, they'll still appreciate the respect.
Exactly. Respect builds trust. Now, here's another situation, group chats. Have you noticed how quickly they can become noisy?
Oh, yes. Dozens of messages in just a few minutes. Some people feel pressured to reply to everything.
A polite solution is setting boundaries. You could say, I may not reply to every message, but I'm reading along. Thank you for including me.
That's brilliant. It tells the group you value being there, but also sets limits without sounding rude.
Right. Learners should remember that politeness is not only about saying sorry. It's about being clear and kind at the same time.
Yes, and another common problem is when someone shares fake news or questionable information. That's tricky because you don't want to embarrass them.
The polite way could be, I saw your post. I think it might not be fully accurate. Maybe we can double check it together.
Exactly. Notice the phrase, maybe we can. It's gentle. It doesn't attack. It invites cooperation.
And that's the art of polite English. Soften the sentence, add kindness, and the meaning becomes easier to accept.
Let's do another little role play. Imagine you sent me a news link that isn't true.
All right. I saw your link. It's interesting. I wonder if it's from a trusted source. Maybe we can check it together.
That's good. Not judgmental, not heavy, just careful and kind.
Exactly. And these little role plays show learners how to keep peace while practicing English.
Another mini problem is leaving someone's message on seen without replying. Many people feel hurt if they see you read their text but don't answer.
Yes, the polite way is simple. If you're busy, reply with just one line. I saw your message. I'll answer later. That keeps the connection alive.
Good point. That's short, polite, and shows respect. Here's one more. People sometimes use too many capital letters. That can look like shouting.
Yes, writing, "Why didn't you answer?" feels angry. A polite version would be, "Hey, did you get my message? Just checking."
Smiles. Much softer. Words plus emotion balanced together.
And remember, mistakes happen. Everyone sometimes sends a message too fast or writes without thinking.
The key is to fix it politely. A simple, "Sorry, I should have written that more clearly," can save a friendship.
Yes, politeness is like oil in a machine. It makes everything smoother.
You know, one of the best things learners can practice on social media is polite words. They don't just show good manners, they make conversations smoother and friendlier.
Yes, politeness is like a bridge. It connects people even when they don't know each other well.
Let's start with please. It's simple but powerful. Example, "Could you share that post, please?" Adding please changes the whole tone.
Exactly. Without it, the same sentence could sound like an order. With it, it becomes a request.
Another magic word is thank you. Online, it's easy to forget, but saying thanks for sharing or thank you for the comment builds warmth.
Smiles. And don't forget, thanks in advance. For example, "Could you send me the link? Thanks in advance." It shows trust and respect.
Yes, and one more is sorry. People often avoid it, but sorry is a strong word for keeping peace. Example, "Sorry I posted too late."
Right. Short apologies make relationships stronger, even for small mistakes like typos. "Oops, sorry for the mistake." It shows humility.
Another polite phrase is would you mind? Example, "Would you mind helping me with this comment?" It's softer than just help me.
Yes, "would you mind" is gentle. It gives the other person choice. That's very respectful.
Also, "I appreciate it." This phrase goes beyond thank you. Example, "I really appreciate your support on my post."
That's a beautiful one. Appreciation makes people feel valued, not just noticed.
Let's role play. Imagine I shared your video. What would you say?
"Thank you so much for sharing my video. I really appreciate your support."
Perfect. Now imagine I made a small mistake in my comment.
"No problem at all. Don't worry about it." Laugh. That phrase removes pressure and shows kindness.
Yes, no problem, don't worry, or it's okay are simple ways to reduce tension.
Another phrase I like is, "That's very kind of you." Example, "You gave me feedback. That's very kind of you." Yes, warmth is key. Without warmth, even polite words can sound mechanical.
Exactly. Politeness is not just about vocabulary. It's about the feeling behind the words.
So let's recap some polite words. Please, thank you, thanks in advance, sorry, would you mind, I appreciate it, no problem, that's very kind of you.
And learners should practice them not only in English class, but in every comment, every chat, every message.
Because social media is not just for photos or news, it's also a daily practice space for polite English.
Exactly. Every post is a chance to show kindness and improve your language at the same time.
You know, social media is full of quick messages, and that's why mistakes happen so easily. But the good news is, every mistake is a chance to learn.
Yes, and sometimes small changes make your English sound much more natural and polite.
For example, some learners write only one-word replies, like send. That sounds too direct. A better way is, "Could you send it to me, please?"
Right. Adding could you and please changes the tone completely. It goes from an order to a polite request.
Another mistake is forgetting capital letters. Writing, "I like your photo," looks careless. The correct way is, I like your photo.
Smiles. Small letters can make your English look lazy, even if you don't mean it. Capital I shows respect for yourself and the reader.
Also, many people confuse your and your. On social media, I see you're welcome all the time, but it should be you're welcome.
Exactly. Your means possession, like your book. Your means you are. Easy mistake, but important to fix.
Here's another one, writing in all caps. Thank you. Feels like shouting. A softer version is, thank you so much.
Yes, emojis can replace extra capital letters or too many exclamation marks. They make your message friendly, not loud.
Some learners also translate directly from their own language, and the result sounds unnatural. For example, I very like this. The correct way is I really like this.
Right. Social media is quick, but it's still good practice to check your sentences. Even small corrections build strong habits.
Another common mistake is overusing abbreviations. Too many you, are, or before can confuse readers. It's okay in casual chat, but not in every message.
Yes, balance is key. If you're writing to friends, LOL or BRB is fine. But if you're writing to a teacher, better use full words.
Exactly. Politeness changes with context. Friends accept short forms, but professional or new people expect clear English.
Let's do a quick practice. I'll say the wrong version, and you fix it politely. Ready?
Ready. Go ahead.
Send me link.
Better, could you send me the link, please?
Good. Next, I don't know.
Correct form is I don't know, with capital I and an apostrophe.
Nice. One more. You're amazing.
Fix you're amazing, short for you are.
Perfect. These are simple corrections, but they make English look polished.
Yes, and learners should remember, online English is public. Your posts, comments, and messages can be seen by many people.
Exactly. So each post is like practice in front of an audience. Why not make it polite, correct, and clear?
I agree. Mistakes are natural, but fixing them is how you grow.
And the best part, you don't need a classroom. Social media itself gives you daily practice.
Before we finish, let's add some extra helpful points, the kind of details that make social media English even more powerful.
Yes, because social media isn't the same everywhere. In America, people often use lots of emojis to show friendliness. Smiley faces, hearts, even GIFs.
Meanwhile, in Britain, people can sound more formal or subtle. Their humor is often dry. A British person might say, not bad, and it actually means very good.
That's true. And in some Asian countries like Japan, people often use polite or soft expressions, even online, to keep harmony.
So if you're learning English through social media, pay attention to context. In the US, someone might write, cool, while in other cultures, you might see, well done, or nicely explained. Same meaning, but different style.
Yes, and that's the beauty of international social media. You don't just learn words, you also learn how culture shapes tone.
Now let's talk about professional versus casual English online, because the way you comment on Instagram should not sound the same as on LinkedIn.
Exactly. On Instagram, you might write, love this pic, fire, clap, very short, emotional, and full of emojis.
But on LinkedIn, the same idea might be, thank you for sharing this insight. I found it very helpful. More professional, clear, and polite.
So here's the rule. Fun platforms, short, casual, colorful. Professional platforms, full words, polite tone, no shortcuts.
That way you can sound natural anywhere,
whether it's a business post or a casual chat.
Sometimes learners ask me, how can I actually use social media to improve my English every single day?
That's a great question. And the answer is simpler than most people think. You don't need hours, just small steps.
Right. Like one comment a day. Even a short one such as, great idea. That's already practice.
Exactly. And when you follow English creators, don't just scroll past their posts. Pause, notice a useful phrase, and copy it down.
Then try writing your own little posts. Something simple. I cooked pasta today. It was delicious.
And if you add hashtags like Learn English, you connect with other learners too. Suddenly, you're part of a bigger practice community.
And here's the best part. Mistakes don't matter. Every post, every reply, every thank you is progress.
Yes, progress, not perfection. That's the real secret.
And speaking of progress, let's try a few real-life situations, role plays that show how to stay polite online.
Good idea, because sometimes it's not the vocabulary that's hard, it's the tone.
Exactly. For example, imagine you're in a group chat and you want to ask a question. The direct way is, answer me. But how could you make it polite?
I'd say, hi everyone, could you help me understand this point? That sounds gentle and respectful.
Yes, much better. Now, another one. What if you see someone make a small grammar mistake, like writing, you're welcome, instead of, you're welcome?
Instead of correcting sharply, you could write, I think you mean your. Happens to all of us.
It corrects, but also shows kindness.
Perfect. Here's another situation. You want to join a conversation, but you don't want to interrupt.
You could say, that's an interesting point. I'd love to add my experience too. That's a smooth entry.
Yes. Now let's try something a little harder. Disagreeing. Online, people often disagree, but if you just write, you're wrong, it can cause conflict.
Right. A softer version is, I see your point, but I have a different perspective. Or, that's interesting. In my experience, it's a little different.
That sounds polite and open. Now one last case. Saying no. Imagine someone invites you to a group or asks for something, but you don't have time.
You could say, thank you for inviting me. I'd love to, but I can't right now.
It's clear, kind, and honest.
Exactly. That's the art of polite English. Honesty plus kindness.
Politeness is one part, but creativity is another. Social media gives us endless chances to practice English creatively.
Yes, even writing a short caption for a photo is practice. Something simple, like a sunny day, a happy mood. It looks small, but it builds confidence.
And when people reply, that's your chance to continue in English. You don't have to write long messages. Even thank you or I agree keeps the flow alive.
It's like turning social media into your personal English playground. You play with words, you experiment, and little by little, your skills grow.
And the best part, you're not practicing alone. Every time you write, you're connecting with people around the world.
That global connection is exciting. You start to see English not as a school subject, but as a real bridge to people, culture, and new opportunities.
And that's what makes learning through social media so powerful. It's alive, it's interactive, and it never feels boring.
So, let's bring everything together. We started with the most common social media words: post, share, like, follow, selfie, hashtag, scroll, feed, message, and DM.
Yes, and we saw how those words don't just stay on the screen. They've moved into real conversations too.
Then we explored the little problems people face online: late replies, tagging without asking, misunderstood jokes, group chat pressure, even fake news.
And for each one, we found polite solutions.
Small sentences like, "Sorry I couldn't reply sooner," or "If you'd like, I can remove it." Those phrases protect friendships.
After that, we looked at polite words themselves. Please, thank you, thanks in advance, sorry, would you mind, I appreciate it, no problem, that's very kind of you.
Yes, and we reminded ourselves that politeness is not just vocabulary. It's also warmth, tone, and the feeling behind the words.
We also corrected common mistakes, writing in all caps, mixing up your and your, overusing abbreviations, or sending one-word replies.
And we showed how easy it is to fix them with capital I, full sentences, and softer tones.
Then we went further. Cultural differences, professional versus casual platforms, daily practice tips, polite disagreements, and creative posting.
Yes, it's been a complete guide to practicing real English through social media, learning language and kindness together.
So next time you open your apps, remember, don't just scroll. Practice, share, reply, and grow.
Because every post, every comment, every emoji is a small English lesson and a chance to show kindness.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
And remember, every word you speak builds your future. Keep speaking, keep growing.
Thank you for listening to the Daily English Podcast. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, the more you learn, the more you grow.